Hi, I'm Eleanor from Refuge Design Workshop. In these videos, I invite you to see spaces through a designer's lens, to notice the subtle details and intentional choices that make a space not just beautiful, but truly livable. Today, we're taking a closer look at a home painted and designed and just thoroughly embellished by Carl and Karin Larsson. And it's in Sunborn, Sweden. They were two artists, pioneering artists really, in the late 19th century Sweden, who were instrumental in creating what we now know as Scandinavian design, a century before it became a global phenomenon. And this home has a name. It's called Lilla, Hyttnäs. I think I'm saying that right. Let's take a look. Carl and Karin Larsson were two really important Swedish figures in design history who met at an artist colony in France in the 1880s. They returned to Sweden with bold ideas, influenced largely by English arts and crafts movement, which was something that emphasized things that were handmade. It was a response to things becoming mass-produced. Arts and crafts was saying, actually, what we see as handmade has value and is beautiful. While the typical Swede was buying expensive matching furniture in these sort of heavy, dark wood sets with really ornate styles, the Larssons took this, inherited pale wood furniture that they had in their families, very simple, very elegant, and then they painted it. This is maybe not so uncommon now, but it was something kind of renegade at the time. The centerpiece of this room is undoubtedly this magnificent floor-to-ceiling tiled stove. This is vertical drama. This vertical column of interest is really anchoring for the space. It's a focal point, but it does something special, which is it grabs your eye and then it moves it up because of the mural. It's this one continuous sweep. And remember, visual interest is really created by moving the eye around the room. So for anyone considering a fireplace or hearth renovation, or you think that you could spruce it up and make it more of a focal point, this is really brilliant inspiration. So consider carrying your material choice, whether it's tile, whether it's a stone, or whether it's painted color, from the floor all the way to the ceiling. And don't forget the ceiling. I mean, if you have an inspiration, go for it. But there's more. So there's really more going on. What's super interesting about this space are the multiple focal points working in harmony. And so if you look at next to the central stove on either side, you'll notice similar vertical arrangements. Each creates its own column of vertical interest. So notice how each grouping consists of a piece of furniture at floor level paired with wall decoration that extends nearly to the ceiling. There's even a window with a small painted mural underneath, creating another columnar focal point that connects interior decoration with natural light. Look at how the green outside the room relates to the trim in the room. And these discrete sections, these different columns, these arrangements, they create rhythm. And that rhythm moves around the room. So each stands alone as a complete composition, which is lovely, but they also contribute to the whole. Let's talk about color. So these were revolutionary color choices for the time, but they were artists and they had strong beliefs. And so it was, to them essential to decorate with color, using a lot of reds and greens and blues, but not just reds, greens, and blues, but bold reds, bold greens, deep blues. So their contemporaries were favoring dark, were favoring heavy, textile-laden interiors. The Larssons embraced this kind of lighter aesthetic, but with stronger colors. The sort of fearless use of colors is how it was thought of. And this really became a cornerstone for Scandinavian design. It's this confidence to let joy into the interior, let the vitality into the interior through these bold color choices. Carl and Karin Larsson's sitting room show us how focal points, vertical repetition, And fearless color choices can transform a space into something revolutionary. Their floor-to-ceiling approach to the tiled stove remains brilliant inspiration for anyone looking to create something unique in their own hearth or fireplace area. If you're inspired to explore more about creating spaces that balance beauty and function, I share detailed design insights and practical solutions at my Substack newsletter, which you can find linked below, or just type in eleanorgraves.substack in your browser. Thanks so much for joining me for this closer look at design that changed the world. I'll see you next time.